people in Miami, people think of Miami as Europeans in white linen suits with their gelled back hair, gold chains, and it's just tiesto, trance, techno all the time. And if they're not like that, they're Jersey Shore and Hardy people.
There's a lot of fashion no-nos. I don't think you'd see quite as many looks here as you would in Paris.
Well, the thing which I love about Miami is that the people, there's like in this weird, in the freaky way, they're really creative. And it's almost like a ultra creative. They're like, you know, and especially because the Miami culture where everyone's like friends with each other and they like build off each other, and then all of a sudden someone comes in like a Santa Claus outfit, and it's just like, why not? I feel like the spirit is a little more unified. I mean, in New York, everyone's a workaholic, and they're all very doing their own thing in their home studio, in their apartment, working solo, and then like checking on themselves on the internet, and then going back to working solo.
But it's about the parties, it's about the events that go on around it, and you know, in Fashion Week, I feel like the events are much more orientated towards the shows, and there's so many shows, you know, and they're all famous people, you know. I mean, it's McQueen, Gautier, Galliano, one after the other, you know. Whereas this, it's much more split out, diverse. There's lots of this year young artists here doing stuff, and so it's quite. They are quite different kind of things. They do attract, you know, a certain amount of the same people. Well, I think the whole aspect of it's been pretty inspiring. I'm amazed at how manicured the you know, the central reservations of the roads are, and there's no graffiti or litter really. It's all very. I'm sure there's a seedy, filthy underbelt, but yeah, I feel like I'm driving around in a Raymond Chandler novel, and that's inspiring because I like Raymond Chandler.
The infiltration of skaters, writers, you know, just like they'll always come in with like a middle finger, and just like whatever's happening, they're just gonna like, you know, whack it to the side, or, you know, throw a ramp on it, whatever it is. Just like, oh, there's a ramp there now. So yeah, the surf and turf and the beach culture, like, and then combining music and like art and skateboarding, all in one package. To me is always like, hey, you know, feels like you're in a movie that you missed out, that you saw when you were 8 years old or something.
I'm trying to bring artists that I've heard of in other parts of the country, bring them down here and expose Miami to them. Like we had with He Say, She Say tonight. No one, I mean, people knew of $1 Million Mano from his DJing with Mia or MIA, I guess. But no one really knew who they were. And from the reaction I got from everyone, you know, they loved it. So I'm happy I could bring that down here, and I'm really trying to do that every Thursday from here on out, trying to expose something new. I mean, I know the night's called Sneak Preview. It's like I'm trying to preview Miami to people that I'm hoping are gonna, you know, explode in the next year or two.
My work's very much about the people that are at places, and so it makes sense to me for it to sort of sit in this environment. It would be really nice to have the work exhibited more structurally and stuff, but I kind of like this way as well. It's slapdash, and it's like it's kind of cheeky. It's like, you know, art can be just like, you know, you don't have to be so precious about it. All of these drawings are my work, but they're there, people can steal them if that's what they're into.
For a second, order breakfast, pack a bowl and hang. And if you wanna leave, I understand. Just tell me before you go. There's something I got to know. Oh yeah.